As powerlifting starts to grow as a sport, you see a lot more people become involved in the sport. Not only are people starting to watch it more, but more people are starting to participate in the sport, whether they're going to powerlifting meets or they're changing their training style to powerlifting. A lot of these people that you see joining the sport and becoming more involved are the younger generation of people. And when I say the younger generation, I'm not talking about people in their early 20s. I'm talking about kids, teenagers. Now, it may have always been this way, and because of social media, we're seeing it more. As we know, social media is going to show us things and expose us to things that we haven't seen before. But even if that's the case, you have to start to wonder whether or not the younger generation of powerlifters are starting to advance faster. What's good? It's Khalil, Jamar. Hope that all is well with you guys. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure that you do subscribe. If this is not your first time on my channel, thank you for coming back. So the reason I'm making this video is because the other day I'd seen this dude, Shawn Mills, squat 632 pounds, which is extremely impressive. What's even more impressive is the fact that he's only 18 years old. I don't know many people squatting that weight at any age. To be squatting that much weight at such a young age is beyond incredible. Again, seeing something like this just makes me wonder whether or not the younger generation of lifters are starting to get stronger. So to figure this out, to find that out, I'd gone to Open Powerlifting just so that I can compare the top 10 powerlifters from ages 18 to 19 between the weights of 198 and 220 from the last 6 years, so basically 2015 to 2020. So in 2015, a majority of these guys are between the ages of 17 and 18. Only 2 of the guys are 19 years old. That's the oldest in this age bracket. The highest total was 1,752 pounds. That was set by ONT. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. Who was only 18 at the time. So when you look at that, you realize that this guy has so much more time to add on to his total. What I wanted to do too is average the scores for each year. So for 2015, the average dot score was 449.18. In 2016, everybody has a dot score over 420, but this year we see a kid get into the 500 dots range. Now, to achieve a 500 dot score at any age, at any level, is incredible. That to me is like you're achieving superhuman strength. So again, to be doing that at such a young age, like I said before, it's beyond incredible. What I will say though, in 2016 overall, the average was less than the year before. So these group of the top 10 teenage powerlifters is weaker than the year before. Their average dot score in 2016 was 447.28. The kid who achieved the 500 dot score, he tried to put the team on his back that year. Everybody else failed them. Now in 2017, everybody has a dot score over 430. But the highest dot score is only 465. In 2015, the highest dot score was 493. In 2016, the highest dot score was 519. But because everybody has over that 430 dot score, the average was higher than both the previous years. So the average dot score in 2017 was 452.11. In 2018, again, somebody is able to break that 500 dot score range, but similar to 2016, there's a more sporadic range. So not everybody was able to get over a 430 dot score, and because of this, the average that year was 449.63. It's nothing crazy. The drop wasn't that crazy. It's only a little bit over 2 points that the score had dropped. In 2019, similar to 2017, everybody has over a 430 dot score. This time though, the highest dot score isn't like 465. The highest dot score I believe was 494. So the average in 2019 had raised from the year before. The average that year was 450.33. So far this is the second strongest group in the last 6 years. Now in 2020, the highest dot score was 474, and for the first time out of the years that we're going over, not everybody on the top 10 had over a 420 dot score. So because of that, in the year 2020, they had the weakest average. They were the weakest group of teenage powerlifters that we've gone over. The average that year was 439.62. What I will say though, 2020 was the year of COVID, so it probably messed up a lot of these guys' plans. They probably weren't able to stick to a consistent powerlifting routine. As we know, COVID shut gyms down for a couple of months, so it probably set these guys back. So overall, are the younger generation of powerlifters getting stronger? In my opinion, to be honest, I would say so. There's a little bit of an up and down, but the up and down seems to be going in an upward trend. And 2020 was a bad year for powerlifting, clearly. But then again, 2020 was a bad year for everything. I almost don't even want to count 2020 as one of the years. But what I will say, in 2021, I won't be surprised if the average gets back to around 450 or so. You guys let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you guys later.